This is who we are. You know it. It's your time to blow it. Yeah. Stay devoted. And this is how we show it.
I can do all things.
Some way, somehow.
I can do all things.
Yeah, we gon' work it out.
I can do all things.
Please, put your hands up right now.
I can do all things.
Hey, it's time to show out. I can do all things. And with my mouth I call things. Having answers on all rings. Crown full of thorns, still called king. I can't walk it through the pouring rain. Chasing purpose, y'all call fame. When you pass test and endure flame. Promotion now is a sure thing.
What's up, y'all? Promotion now was a sure thing. Rejected. They ignored me. The weapon's formed, but he was for me. What's up, y'all? What's up?
Hey, we're back.
Yes, like we left and we are back. Oh my God, listen. All Things Well, episode 3. Baby, what we talking about today?
Listen, before we get into what we're talking about today, we just want to shout out that I Am a Woman Empowered community for even having us here.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us here. Thank you for making a space for healthy relationships, something positive about relationships, something positive about marriage. You know, it's not junk. We're not talking about drama. We're talking about real things you can share with your family and friends and even your children. So listen, before we even go any further, thank you, Angela Lewis.
Hey.
Thank you for the I Am a Woman Empowered community.
Yeah.
You know what day it is. If it's 4th Thursdays, then we're here in the I Am a Woman Empowered community. If you're watching live, then you need to
want to know how you feel and how we can help you do all things well. So, hi, my name is, so let me first say our mission. We say our mission every episode. Here we believe in the power of God's word, the Bible, the transformation of the mind and soul and body to be influenced and empowered to do all things well. Hi, I'm Coach Darryl Jones, and this is my beautiful wife,
Coach P. Angela Jones, and welcome to All Things Well. Now, today's episode is all about fitness intimacy. Yes, fitness intimacy. You may not have thought that was a thing.
Oh.
It's a whole thing.
It's one of the most important things in your marriage.
Yes, it's a whole thing.
Fitted. Are you fitted for a good marriage? Are you fitted? Do you have the endurance? Do you have the strength? Do you have the physical ability, mental ability, spiritual strength, fortitude? Physical fitness plays a major part in one of the most important areas of your life, especially as we start to age. We've been married for 15, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Fitness, intimacy. And today we're going to talk about how to bring fitness and intimacy together.
Yes, yes. Fitness and intimacy is a very important thing, and it's something that is happening even if you're not working on it. So some people are like, you know what, I'm not really into fitness. But if you're not into fitness, then you're into medication.
Yeah.
If you're not into fitness, you're into high blood pressure.
Oh.
If you're not into fitness, you're into a higher risk for a heart attack, higher risk for high blood pressure, higher risk for, you know, all these different issues that we have as we age. So if you're not into fitness, you are actually into not having good fitness, but you are into fitness in some form because your body has to run. Your body has to move. Your body has to go.
Your body has to be active.
Yeah.
Listen, statistically, as men get older and the more weight they have around their midsection, the less sex they're having. So I know we say big balls, right? The big balls, but listen, statistically saying they're driving a motorcycle, but they're not driving it home like that. Because at the end of the day, you can't live a sedentary life and then have a sedentary marriage, which means a marriage that's not active. You have to be active in life. You don't have to be a bodybuilder. You don't have to be a runway model. You don't have to be run 38 miles a day. No. But you got to be active in these streets to be active in these sheets. So like I said, my wife said today we are talking about fitness intimacy. Now, baby, what is the definition of intimacy?
Well, intimacy is into me,
Oh,
you see. So you're into me, you're into that special place, you're into that special place. And that's very important.
and as my wife said, you see.
Hmm.
See, men are visible.
Yeah.
Men are visual men. We are visual men. Men see. If you ever go back in the Bible with Adam and Eve, Adam was mesmerized by Eve. That's why he didn't stop her from eating.
Oh,
He was mesmerized. That's why Jacob worked so long.
yes.
He worked 14 years, visible, visual. I mean, it's the truth.
Hmm.
It's the truth. And because women hear things, right? When a man feels good about himself, not just in his work, but about himself, when he feels romantic, when he feels sexy, when he feels the best him physically, mentally, and spiritually, his talk game is different. So he turns his wife on by the way he talks, and he's turned on by what he sees. See, we all have, Christians have the Holy Spirit, but let me tell you something. The Holy Spirit doesn't make you horny.
Wow.
The Holy Spirit is a guide to live a godly life, but does not turn me on. I'm not going to say, oh, baby, you read that Bible today? That word turned me on. No. What's going to turn me on is when I get in them sheets and I like what I see.
That's good.
And I like what I see.
That's good.
Because in marriage is a lifetime, y'all.
Yes, it
So
is.
it is no good for a husband and wife to never try to turn each other on
That's right.
physically.
You have to be willing.
Yeah.
You have to be willing. You have to have a desire in your heart to want to, what do we used to say? Like, I can't think of the word, but you basically want to like get your spouse's attention as if you're
Yes.
still dating. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's a part. So is this in the Bible? Let's read. 3 John chapter 1, verse 2.
New Living Translation.
New Living Translation.
Same God, same word, new day.
NLT. I hope all is well with you. You are healthy in your body as you are strong in your spirit.
Mm.
I'm going to read it one more time. I hope all is well with you, that you are healthy in your body as you are strong in your spirit. So that lets us know it's not just spiritually strong, spiritually adept, spiritually attractive. It is in your body. I pray that all things are well in that body. That also lets us know it's not necessarily a size. It's not a size
Mm-mm.
that everybody's always looking for, but it's a willingness
Uh-huh.
and it's a health position.
A healthy, say it again.
A health position.
Say it again.
A health position.
A healthy position coming from the position of intentional good health.
That's right.
You want good health.
That's right.
Strong in your body, which means your body is able, your body is capable, your body is willing, strong in your body as in your spirit. So your body connects to your spirit. So a lot of times when you're weak in your body, when you have ailments that you don't want to try to change, when a doctor
Right.
says,
Come on.
maybe you should walk, and you're weak in your body, because you can never stop injuries, weak in your body, unwilling to change anything in your body, you're weak in your spirit and you're unwilling to change. Right? You can fast all you want, but all the doctor said was start walking.
Mm-hmm.
Start walking. And then if I'm a wife and I got to start walking, as the husband walks with me, it creates a intimacy into me, you see. one of the greatest ways to be intimate
Mm.
is fitness intimacy, and we are going to break it down.
Let's talk about it. Fitness
Okay.
intimacy is a closeness,
Uh-huh.
a familiarity,
Uh-huh.
a friendship that's
Woo!
developed.
Woo!
A friendship that's developed as you are working on your best self.
How many of y'all in the marriages are actually friends?
Yeah. And it's hard to be friends if you don't have things in common and you're not challenging each other to be your best selves. A lot of
Woo!
times we find ourselves in marriage where we're separate, but we're separate and together at the same time.
Period.
We live in the same house, but we're living separate lives, and we're not
Preach.
friends.
Let it go. Go off. You've been preaching all week. My wife is getting prepared
Oh,
for this
Lord.
conference. And Saturday, go off. You say it.
I'm just saying that if you want to be healthier in your relationship, it starts with a friendship and being fit together and caring about each other's wellness. Physical wellness can help you become a friend. And what do? Friends tell each other the truth. Friends tell it like it is with love, but friends tell it like it is. And sometimes you have to tell your spouse, listen, you're eating too much chicken. Listen, I think that your drinking's getting a little too much. Listen, hey, I think that you shouldn't eat so much ice cream. You are emotionally eating. I'm watching this. I love you, but I think you should put the sugar down. I love you, but I think that, you should stop on the red meat. You
Baby,
eat too much bacon.
we're getting older, baby. Let's
Yeah.
start to walk together.
Yeah.
Let's get a membership together, baby. We're getting older now. We want more energy.
Mhm. Or even if you don't get a membership to the gym, let's go walk outside. After dinner, let's walk together.
And talk about your day.
Yes.
Because see, a lot of times when you come home and I say to my wife, how's your day? Not only did I come home or did she come home, 4 little critters came home with her.
They're not little.
They're not little anymore, right? 4 kids came home with her. So I said, baby, how's your day? Dad, mommy, dad, mommy.
Yeah.
Mommy, dad, mommy, dad.
Yeah.
Then how's your day? And the communication that was about to happen, that could have opened something up, broke something, could have had a chance for some good wisdom, broke something. Anything could have happened. It gets lost, it gets drowned. So after we eat, let's take a walk together, just me and you. Let's do it.
So Darryl and I love going to the gym together. We love running or walking together or jogging. And we're there to support each other. Now, let's be clear. We don't always go to the gym and do the same thing. So Darryl will go his way in the gym and I will go my way in the gym. But we're there together. We'll meet in the middle of the gym floor. He'll come grab my butt or give me a kiss, or we'll meet each other up and talk about some things that we were thinking about while we were doing, our separate workouts. But we're there together.
That right there, that grab of the butt and that kiss, that's intimacy. Also, we support each other.
Yes. So Darryl, 3 years ago,
support each other.
3 years ago, I signed up to run the Peachtree Road Race. Darryl didn't sign up. He wasn't really quite sure what it was. I had been challenged by a stranger that I met in the park, and I signed up to run a 10K, a 6.2 mile track. And my husband came and supported me the entire day. He wasn't running the road race, but he was there at the finish line waiting for me. He was cheering me on. He was calling me in the different intervals. Hey, are you still good? How's it going? I'm waiting for you. I'm here for you. I have you. That felt so good even though we didn't have the same goal. We didn't have the same fitness goal that day. I was running 6.2 miles. He was waiting for me. But to know that he was there to support me meant everything. And it created a bond, and it created a connection and a closeness. And it let me know that no matter what, he supports my goals. Now we run the Peach together.
And one of our greatest things that we do together as a couple is we support each other. See, here's the thing. We're not just telling you guys to work out just to work out.
No.
No. Looking good is a byproduct. You're going to take the tools that you learn from working out and apply it to your marriage. So the fact that I supported my wife in that 5K,
6.2, 10K.
6.2 miles of a 10K, I supported her,
That's right.
which
Get it
was hard.
right.
I was there. I remember that.
Get it
I
right.
remember.
Get it right.
I know how to support her in other projects. I know how to put my wife first at times.
Yeah.
Right? One of the hardest things in marriage is men supporting their wives. Selfishness, quieting her, not allowing your wife to go and shine. Remember, a wife is a helpmate, but a wife is virtuous. A wife can build you, increase you, strengthen you. A wife has her own dreams, goals, dreams that are not going to be division to the marriage, that are going to support the vision for the marriage. But when you don't support your wife, it dies. Her vision, dreams die, which leads to division. That's why husbands, when you have something you want to work on and she's not willing to help you, there's tension. You don't know what's going on. You come home and she has not helped you or support you. You don't support her. But if you can support your wife in the gym, support your wife in running a challenging 10K, because the 10K is challenging. The average human American is not running a 10K.
No.
They're not even doing 3Ks. So I supported my wife doing a 10K. I have no problem supporting my wife during her morning show. I am empowered with her guests, her co-hosts. Dope show. I have no problem supporting my wife when she has to preach. I have no problem supporting my wife when she gets called and I don't get called. Also, it helps get away from any jealousy.
You know why? Because we're being vulnerable. Let's talk about vulnerability a little bit.
Okay.
When you're working out and when you're sweating, you are the most vulnerable you will ever be. Listen, you're vulnerable when you're fully naked, but a lot of y'all are fully naked in the dark with your spouses. Y'all keep those lights off. And you may feel uncomfortable in your body, even walking around with your spouse. You may feel like, I'm not meeting my goals. I feel uncomfortable. They may not be making you feel that way, but you may feel that way. But when you work out, you become more confident in your body, even your working towards your goal body.
You haven't even hit the goal yet. You're just working towards your goal.
You just feel better.
As you become more confident hitting your goals, you become more confident to be vulnerable with your spouse. You can finally say, you know what? Let me open up. This is what's going on in my life. They say men don't speak. You know what? A lot of men don't feel good enough to speak. That's going into a marriage, you're in a marriage and y'all are not communicating with each other. There's other things going on. It's not just a situation that happened. There's underlying, when you go to a doctor, sometimes he says, this is not the root. There's an underlying cause.
Come on, Darryl.
For this disease you got. There's an underlying cause. If you don't feel comfortable in your body, if you don't feel comfortable in working towards your goal, you are not going to feel comfortable in being honest with your spouse. Fitness, intimacy leads to vulnerability. You have to have an open, honest discussion. Hey, baby, we gained a little bit of pounds. You gained a little bit of pounds. You gained a little bit. Let's work towards something. Let's work towards it. We're in marriage for a lifetime. We're in marriage for a lifetime. You can't work non-attraction away. You can make $1 million today, but if y'all are not attracted to each other, the $1 million will just be blown in the bank. But you'll still not be honest with each other. You still will not be open. When I could be open with my wife and she could be open with me about goals we want to reach, about goals we want to work towards, we could be open about other goals. Open about where the money went. Open about what we need to invest in. Open about why I'm angry. Open about what's going on. I feel like a lot of people don't want to share today. Y'all just go listen today. I get it. I feel like the pastor had to preach. Y'all just go, I had to pastor the church. Y'all just go listen today. This isn't maybe a like and share and preach message today, but I pray it blesses you. It opens something up because it's real.
It is.
We're helping y'all do all things well because we all want to do all things well, and we are by nowhere perfect.
So let's talk about your experiences at the gym.
Oh, okay.
So Darryl, he was a general manager of a very popular fitness gym for 6 years while we were married. So he has lots of experiences of dealing with men, women, and lustful situations at the gym. And so I would want him to share some of that because a lot of times one of the most vulnerable places you can be is sweating and working on yourself, like at the gym. And then to see that type of atmosphere day in and day out, he came out with a lot of wisdom.
Listen, y'all. Thank you, baby. I managed LA Fitness for 6 years. LA Fitness is the most popular gym in America. Yeah. Listen, I've seen things at the gym. One of the greatest things I loved was signing up husbands and wives.
Yeah.
Right? And I would a lot of times see husbands
You
say,
can call me too and be so excited. Yeah.
I'm here for membership. My wife ain't gonna get no membership, man. This is my time. And I would say, man, don't you get a membership if she don't get a membership, or vice versa, right? Y'all get memberships together. You don't have to train each other. Just work out. Just know that y'all are there for each other, getting better. I would watch men and women work out together. Just take the time with each other, support each other like me and my wife would do. And I would see how they got closer. Because when I first signed them up, they were distant.
Yeah.
Cold towards each other. That's why they didn't want to join a gym together. That's why the husband said, this is my time. Running away from intimacy. Because his eyes would be glued to other women, right? His eyes would become, a man gonna look at something. Vice versa, a woman. Listening to the personal trainer, do it this way, bend this way, stretch this way.
Yeah.
She start feeling that brother.
Definitely.
Because he's gentle, he's kind, he's supportive.
That's all it is.
Supportive.
That's that word.
He cares
Yeah.
how her body looks. People always say women care how that men feed them. Women really care when a man cares about their beauty.
Now I care about both now.
Yes, but women care when a man cares.
Yes.
When a man acknowledges that hairstyle. When a man says, okay, girl, looking good in that dress.
Yes.
Looking tight. Looking like this. Love that smile.
Yes.
She goes, thank you.
Now, seafood being my love language is a close second. Yes. And I love when you feed me. I love when you make me breakfast, but not more than how you look at me. And I see that you like what you see.
And when a woman goes up to a man and says, how do I do this? And he helps her. That's respect to a man. He's helping her. They're becoming intimate. They're strangers.
Yes.
They're strangers.
But they're being vulnerable together.
And they're supporting each other. He's showing her a form of love because he's helping her get better. And she's respecting him because she's looking to him
like the person who knows more, understands more, and can help me.
Now imagine if y'all were doing that together, husband and wife.
Imagine how your relationship would be if you were respecting him and making him feel like, oh my God, I really love teaching her this. I love showing her
this. A form
this.
of love. The Bible says, love your wife. Love your wife as Christ loved the church.
And respect your husbands.
Christ instructed and taught, and we had to respect his teaching. So it creates a form of intimacy. Open. Listen, we're gonna have to do a part 2. This is so good.
Yeah, I know.
A vulnerability was missing today in the modern marriage.
Yeah.
Vulnerability and open, honest communication. That's our second point. We're gonna touch on this because this is getting so good, and we didn't expect it to feel like this.
I know.
We did not. I did not know, but this is so good. This is healing us.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Having good, healthy conversation is healthy, and it begins to feel good. You know, when you eat a healthy meal and it just goes down like, ooh, that was good. Not just tasted good, but that was like good for my inside. That was good. Good conversation can heal you on the inside. Like, ooh, that was good.
It ain't heavy. It goes into the right parts, like vegetables.
Yes.
Right. It's a little tough going down. Honest communication, open communication, vulnerability communication. It's a little tough going down, but it's good because it hits the enzymes and it hits the right places, and then it digests properly.
So I want to share this concept about, and we've said this maybe before, but I want to share this concept about insurance. So you have insurance on your vehicle. And the insurance is there to protect you in case of an emergency. Yeah. Right? I look at fitness intimacy as an insurance. Woo! It is something that we do and takes care of us in case of an emergency, in case you get in a car wreck, in case, you know, you have a surgery that you weren't expecting, in case something happens. Build your body and your marriage up just for the just in cases. For instance, last year in February, Darryl and I got into a car accident.
Mm-hmm.
And car accidents happen frequently here in Atlanta. And that was our first time getting in a car accident and 10 years of being married. And we went to the chiropractor.
Mm-hmm.
And the chiropractor was adjusting our backs for several weeks. And I remember the first few days I was there, he was like, "So what do you do?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Are you like athletic or something?" I'm like, "Well, I do yoga." I said, "I jog, but I do yoga like a few days a week." He was like, "Keep doing that, because the flexibility that you have in your spine and around your spine really saved you from this accident being worse, from the effects of the accident being worse on your body." So what I'm saying is this: you can never prevent bad things from happening.
No.
But what you can do is have that insurance.
Have that insurance.
Have that insurance. Somebody has a comment right here. When I was in a relationship, I was the only one giving love. Yeah, he never gave it back to me. So I'm looking forward to the intimacy conversation with the man that God created just for me. And you create that now by creating that fitness intimacy for yourself.
And get that mindset going into
Yes.
the relationship.
That's
See,
right.
me and my wife, we are marriage and relationship and health and wellness coaches, but the health and wellness is to train you before you train. So our goal is to prepare singles with the mindset to go into marriage,
Mhm.
because everything starts with the mindset. I can tell you to get your 800 credit score, make sure you get yourself a house, make sure you got $8,000 stacked in the bank. But if you don't have the right mindset for marriage, you'll just have an 800 credit score, a nice house with $8,000 in the bank, and you'll be living in a separate house, separate life in the same house.
Mhm.
Our goal is to get you guys together in that house.
That's right.
There's so many couples in the same house, in the same room, separate.
Yeah.
Because once I care about how she looks and feels, it means I care about her. One of the greatest hindrances that I always say, how can she just watch her husband work day in, work day out, tired, stressed out, eat bad, get sick, not work out, not do this, not take care of his own self? It may look like, girl, he just out there working, but he on the inside is dying. Say vice versa with a man. Listen, man, that's your wife. And y'all not having sex. Come on, we gonna get real, man. And we're gonna come back to this.
Yeah, we got to
We're
do
gonna
a
be
part
brutally
two.
honest. Y'all not having sex like that because y'all don't have the energy. Y'all don't feel it like that. Y'all don't feel. You can't just talk about the good old days back in high school. You got to get started on this, man. You can start with walking. Just get the mindset to say, baby, we're gonna do this together. You a team. You brought the house together. You
Yeah.
got the business together.
Yeah. Let's do some other things together.
Let's do some other things together.
Yep. Keep this thing fluid. Okay, so we're going to end on this. I have to tell the story because I'm thankful, and I don't know who you are. You can identify yourself if you want. I don't know who this person is, about this comment about being single and being prepared going into it. But
And y'all can send some stars. Shout out to Angela Lewis. She said you can support us by sending stars.
Yes.
Stars help us earn money to make more content, y'all. So send some stars. This is good seed, good ground.
Yes.
This is a good word. I know it's. Now listen, don't make me get in the pulpit with y'all and start yelling at you.
No.
I'm joking. I'm joking with you.
Okay, now listen, I want to say this. So my husband has not heard the full story on this, but 2 weeks ago I was jogging. And we live on a street where you can like jog to the grocery store and back. It's like 2 miles there, 2 miles back. So I was jogging to the grocery store and I jogged back. Oh, hey, Miss Kathy.
Hey, Kathy, how you doing?
And I jogged back. And on my way back, a man in a FedEx truck was parked on a side street. Now, y'all know, I'm giving the side eye. Now, it's in the middle of broad daylight. It's a Saturday morning. But I'm like, he's definitely like a FedEx truck parked kind of like in the middle of the road. He gets out of the FedEx truck and starts jogging with me.
Well, you ain't tell me that part.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa! Whoa! He's hot! That's hot, babe.
listen, hold on. I told you to trust me. Okay. So he's jogging with me. He was like, hey, I had to park my car. I had to turn around and park my car because, wow, I had to ask you this one question. Are you married? I said, I stopped jogging. I said, not only am I married, but I have 6 kids. You don't want this work.
You don't want no problems with that, brother.
You don't want this work. I said, I'm married, happily married. My husband is fine, and I have 6 kids. He said, okay. I just had to try. I had to stop and turn around and just see. And I thought that was so interesting because I'm married. I'm not thinking about anybody else. But this man was looking for a woman who was working out. He was looking for a woman who was trying. I'm not a size 2, but I am the size that can get up and work out. I move these legs and these thighs. I get it in. And so all I'm saying to you all, I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to find a man hopping out of a truck if you work out. But it's the mindset.
The mindset.
To prepare yourself for somebody who's interested in healthiness. You want somebody who's interested in healthiness as well. You don't want to be the only one. You don't want to be off kilter. So let's be found, ladies, being healthy. Let's be found being strong. Let's be found doing the right thing for our bodies, because that draws attention. When I go
hope
to the
this
gym,
is blessing y'all.
yes.
This is blessing me. I want
We have
y'all
to
to
do a part 2.
like.
We gotta go.
Oh yeah, no, we go. This is gonna have to be the whole end of the March and the beginning of April series.
Yeah.
We got to break this down because we thought this was gonna be too short, and this is actually we got to dive into this. Yes, it's 2-part, maybe get 3-part. I don't know. But listen, I want y'all to like, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes, please subscribe.
What's
to
the
our
YouTube channel, baby?
It's Love Jones TV 7471. Love Jones TV
Share.
7471.
I want y'all to send some stars, sow into the ministry. We thank y'all so we can continue to make more content and we can continue to be a blessing to y'all. We thank y'all so much. We really, really honor y'all.
Yes.
Thank you to everybody. Thank you, Kathy, Jolivette. Please share this. Thank you. Everybody is going to watch it later.
Yes.
Send it to your mother's mother, your grandmother's mother, your cousin, your auntie, your nephew, your niece, your cousin, your auntie, your cousin, stepbrother, your stepbrother, your cousin, your step cousin, your cousin has been stepped on. Share it with somebody, yo. We love y'all so much.
We love y'all. Keep all things well.
This is who we are. You know it. It's your time to blow it. Yeah. Stay devoted. And this is how we show it.
I can't